Oh, New Horizons, where is your next update? Nintendo has left us hanging after the most recent 1.9 update. Usually at the end of the informative trailers, they'll leave a little message letting us know what to expect in the next one. This time, they didn't do that. They didn't even make a video for the 1.9 update. They did a tweet and a news update on their website letting us know everything that we can expect. Nowhere on the site does it show us this cute graphic we're so used to seeing announcing a future date for the next content drop. So what does this mean? It could mean that they haven't finished the next update and the pandemic has really put a hold on some new features. Maybe Nintendo doesn't know when the new stuff is going to be polished enough to be released, so they held back on announcing a release date. Whatever the reason is, the fact is we know nothing of the next update. Throughout this video, I'm going to be talking about information that was data mined last year. If you want to keep spoiler free, you might want to click away. Since the last update was labeled 1.9, logically the next one should be 2.0, or at least I hope it's 2.0. These 2.0 updates are usually where a ton of new mechanics and gameplay are added into a game. It's like the version 2 of a game. Think of the Welcome Amiibo update for New Leaf. It added new villagers, new items, new currency, actual missions to complete, and an entire new area. Splatoon 2 got a real 2.0 update that added 140 new clothing items, new hairstyles, legwear, music tracks, 5 new stages, new level cap, new items to buy, and a new ranked mode that came out with the 2.1 update shortly after. There were even 3, 4, and 5.0 updates that kept the content coming later. The Splatoon updates are a great example of what Nintendo has done in the past for games that constantly receive updates. Before New Horizons released, the developer stated that there would be a couple years of updates. Nintendo of America president Doug Bowser also confirmed that he sees developer updates continuing in an interview with Polygon last year, so we can expect to see future updates for the game. Let's pretend that there is going to be a 2.0 update soon for New Horizons. What would it bring with it? These types of updates usually add a ton of content, as evidenced from the Splatoon updates. First thing that comes to mind? Brewster, of course. The Museum Cafe was one of the mechanics data mined months ago and has yet to release. Nintendo has since taken the time to hide or remove some of the information on future updates. Whether this is to hide code from data miners, or if it was taken out because they changed their minds is unclear. But either way, it was there at one point. That means Brewster was in the mind of the developers. If we all wish hard enough, maybe he'll appear. I want more than just coffee though. I would love the cafe minigames to return from New Leaf. I want the items villagers walk around with, the soup, donuts, and green can of whatever. I want it all. The addition of Brewster would hopefully mean the addition of gyroids as well. I miss these guys. They were always a nice addition to whatever music you had playing in your house, and there were so many to pick from, each with their own look and sound. Brewster would hold your gyroids for you so you wouldn't have to take up your minimal storage space with the many number of gyroids that existed in the game. I would love something else to dig up other than fossils. And no, I'm not talking about bunny day eggs. Speaking of mini-games, I am still shocked that those weren't included in New Horizons. We had very simple mini-games in New Leaf, but they were a lot of fun. It was something different to do with friends or randos to break up your day. I would love for these to return. Even if they were just included at Harvest Island or something. Doesn't even have to be a brand new place, just give me mini-games. The Museum Cafe data mine also held evidence of a museum shop. It's not completely cleared what we'll be able to purchase from here, but if we use New Leaf as an example, it could be a lot of things. Silver tools were the main items to purchase in the New Leaf shop, but those don't seem like they would exist in this game since the golden tools are already attainable. We were able to purchase museum-y-like items like a display case, exhibition partition, and display stands as well as new floorings and wallpapers. The shop also featured exhibition rooms that could be rented out to provide the player with extra space. If you had extra items you couldn't store, it was a good place to put them. I used mine for clothes and seasonal items that didn't fit in my house. Now that we can have 8 profiles on our island and each can have up to 2,400 storage spaces, the extra rooms really aren't necessary. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the museum shop if it does appear. One thing I'm shocked we haven't seen yet is another Nook's Cranny upgrade. In past games, there were 4 different Nook stores that existed. In New Horizons, we've only had 2. The last couple store expansions in past games held a ton of furniture options for us to pick through for the day. I want the upgrade for the sole purpose of seeing Timmy and Tommy being successful. It would make me a very happy investor after the millions of bells I've spent in that place. Another data mine showed evidence of the potential addition of more vegetables to grow and cooking. This was found before Turkey Day, so I guess it could have been code for the Turkey Day tasks. I got my hopes up, and then shortly after we started growing pumpkins, so I guess I wasn't completely referring to Turkey Day. I would love more vegetables to grow and cooking to be a part of New Horizons. Maybe our villagers will ask us to make them meals as an additional neighbor quest. Besides having a cooked meal count as eating fruit or just straight up selling for more bells, I'm not too sure what else they could do with the cooked food, besides looking nice as placed furniture, of course. Maybe returning special characters will make an appearance. I keep wanting NPCs like Captain, Tortimer, Katrina, and Gracie to show face. A 2.0 update would be a great excuse to have these characters return. We've seen a little bit of Katrina, but everyone else is MIA. The only returning special characters that aren't in the weekly rotation or can be accessed daily are Rover, Reese, and Cyrus, not including the holiday characters, of course. It's so strange to me that they would only pick a few of them to return and not somehow fit in the most iconic ones into New Horizons. Another thing that hasn't returned and even made it into Pocket Camp is the variety of fruit. No bananas, lychees, grapes, lemons, or even perfect fruit. The developers could have made this decision to keep the game easier to pick up and play, and make things a little less complicated. But I miss the cool dead trees of New Leaf, and the surprise of finding a perfect fruit growing on your tree one morning. Because we have experienced an entire year and are out of major Western holidays to celebrate, I can see smaller ones being added, like April Fool's Day and the upcoming Earth Day. But these don't require big events. We'll have to see if Nintendo will add a variety of new events to keep us on our toes, or if we'll be stuck with the same holidays we've already celebrated, like how Animal Crossing usually handles the year. Maybe we'll get some quality of life improvements too. Whatever they add, if they add anything, I'll be excited for it. I'm always down for something new to do in a game that I find so much enjoyment in. Do you think we're going to get a 2.0 update? What do you want to see included? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!